Mr. Bradshaw at AddSomeToYourIncome.com here to talk with you about ways to increase your income. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I increased my income. One from each of the different types of income: labor income, gift income, and passive income. Each one is just a little story along the way of how, when I was at that point where I realized I needed to make more money, right? We had cut. We looked at the budget. I'm like, where else are we going to cut? The financial advice kept saying, don't eat out as much. Don't spend as much on your children. Don't go shopping and buy things for you. Well, we spent $0 on going out to eat. We spent $0 on entertainment and our children. And I had a budget of $0 to go shopping with. And it got to this point where I realized we've got to stop focusing on the negative side and figure out how to make more money. So let me take you on my journey. With AddSomeToYourIncome.com, I'm hoping to guide people to see and realize that positive side of the balance sheet. And the best that I can do is for you to know and see that there are 3 different types of incomes. You're not just stuck with your labor income alone. You work today, you get paid right away. It's there, and you can increase that, and I'll share with you how I did one way that I have increased that. It's not just passive income, putting in work, and this is a great spot to focus. I'm wondering if my story today will help inspire you to work on what you need to work on that's your craft to increase your passive income at Harvest. It's also combining gift income and unlocking the key to receiving more money as gift money. It just came in my mind, so I think I'll share it here on gift income. I heard on the radio that there was a waitress who was serving a grumpy old guy. He'd served in World War II. He came in every day grumpy and just had a really bad attitude about life and the world. And she decided, okay, he's had a rough life. She's learning. He's coming in every day, so she's learning about this guy. He's a veteran. He's had it rough, and she decides, you know what? That's him. That's his life, and he doesn't have to make me grumpy. I can choose to serve him with a smile and try to be a bright spot in his day. So she decided to give him a smile every day. He'd come in, he's all grumpy about the world, and she gave him a smile and served him with a smile. The reason this got on the radio was because they were talking about how he passed away. She read in he stopped coming in, and she saw in the newspaper he had passed away. And about a week after his passing, she gets a formal envelope in the mail. And this grumpy old guy left her $50,000 from his inheritance for serving him with a smile and a car. All right. I wasn't planning on sharing that one, so let me get into the things I was planning on talking about. Labor income. Now, I realized as a teacher I could not negotiate. I could not ask for a raise, all right? So you might be in a position where you can negotiate. You're just starting your position. You can negotiate with the company and get a higher pay from the get-go. You might be in a spot where you know you are deserving and should go in and ask for a raise. And I recommend you do that. And that will make your labor income, for every minute you put into your work, you'll get paid more. However, I knew I couldn't do either of those. I knew I couldn't go into my principal, try to negotiate for more. He's like, that's done by the negotiating committee. I knew I couldn't go in and ask for a raise. He'd say, in the summer, you signed a contract and it said how much you're going to get paid. You're on contract. You're getting this much money. What are you doing? Right? I just imagined the way it would actually go is if I were to ask, hey, Mr. Principal, can I have a raise? He'd be like, no, and get back to work. So you might be like me and realize you're not in a position to negotiate or ask for a raise. So what could I do? A lot of thinking, I came up with a question for the principal, and I bumped into him on a Monday morning. I said, "Hello, Mr. Principal. What more can I do to make more money?" Now, his reply initially was, "I don't know, but if I think of something, I'll let you know." I'm like, "Okay," and I move on with my life, and I get right back to work. He came in multiple times after that question with opportunities for me to make money. He came in a few days later with a paper that I just needed to sign because of extra work I had done outside of the classroom to give me a $600 payment. It's called a stipend. I was so excited for it. He came in a while after that and said, "Hey, they're looking to hire someone to be," and once it was to be a gym monitor, and I took that position. Another time it was to be a director of a summer camp, and I took that position as well. Just last night, I got a person who contacted me. This is in connection with that summer camp. And this person contacted me just last night saying, "Would you like to do an after-school club in connection with the same thing that we do during the summer? And this is how much money it would be. Here's some extra work for you." This one question has brought me ongoing money just because I asked, "What more can I do to make more money?" In that, I was communicating so clearly to my principal, I'm willing to do some more work. I want to do some more work. I want to make more money. My boss knows that, and then when opportunities came his way, and as he thought about it, decided, you know what? This Mr. Bradshaw guy did all this extra work as well, and I think I could put together a stipend. He worked with HR. HR said, "Yes, we can do this," and he puts a stipend together for me. A little chunk of extra change. This question got me $600 within days. This question, years later, is still getting me money today. A great question to ask. Ask it of yourself and ask it of your boss. What more can I do to make more money? Into passive income. This is where you work today and you get paid at harvest. I began putting money aside. I set up my bank account so that I have an account that's for investing. Because my wife and I were always nervous about investing. We could lose all of it. And so we had to realize we could lose all of it. So we're going to put it into this account, and we'll only put money in there that if we lose all of it, that's okay. We'll still be able to have dinner. We'll still have clothes on our back. And this money we put in and we invested. And so now we see that growing, which is exciting. The passive income investing that I really want to get to you to do, an area that you can focus in on, is outside of the labor income. It's probably outside of things you do for recreation, your hobbies and stuff. But it's a passion project that you've kind of always wanted to do, or you started and you never really took it all the way. And I put here, write that book. I feel like there are a number of people that have within them stories to share. And it might not be writing a book. It could be maybe not even writing. Maybe it's like what I'm doing right now, creating videos of information that you want to share with the world. Create, compose, be the author, be the one who does the stuff today that people are going to find valuable in the next season, tomorrow. And they're going to buy what you make. And I will say it takes work, labor. You plant the seed, you clear the ground, you prepare the ground, you plant the seeds, you weed around the plants, you make sure they're getting the water they need, you watch the time go by, and finally harvest will happen for you. Whatever your project is, keep working on it so that you can see an increase to your income by things you do today. The last area is gift income. And the key to unlocking gift income so that you receive more income is to give. And a lot of people expect, and I have plenty of stories of asking and then I got gift income. It feels different though. the real key, the waitress, okay? She decided to give quality service, to serve a grumpy old guy with a smile. She didn't expect the money, and the money came to her. That is the way to increase gift income. Give that service with a smile, and you'll change the world. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.